insight on the breaking news. Thank you very much. Now we move on to Venezuela. Venezuelan opposition leader María Corina Machado said that she believes she will be elected president of Venezuela when the right time comes, and aims to turn her country into that land of grace. In an interview aired on American media today, Machado, who won the 2025 Nobel Peace Prize for her pro-democracy campaign, made the comments after a visit to the White House, where she presented her Nobel Peace Prize medal to the U.S. President Donald Trump as a symbolic gesture of gratitude for what she called his role in helping her country's democratic transition. The Oslo-based Nobel Institute reiterated that Nobel Peace Prize cannot be transferred or shared, although Machado's medal was physically handed to Trump. The meeting also highlighted deep divisions over Venezuela's future leadership. Trump has expressed doubts about Machado's domestic support and instead engaged with acting President Delcy Rodriguez, Maduro's former vice president, who's a president now. Now for this discussion, we welcome back Mr. Mark Sutherland. He is a geopolitical commentator, joins us live from London. Thank you very much, Mr. Sutherland, for staying with us. Now, thank you. Now, looking at Venezuela, I cannot understand, how does U.S. see, or Trump administration see Machado? Are they for her? Are they not? And then how do they see Rodriguez as well? What's your analysis?
Machado, of course, could not run in the election in Venezuela last year. Was banned in that regard. Hence, she then fled the country, understandably, and another opposition leader was then put up to then challenge Maduro. And as we've all found out, we can then see, as Stalin said, it's not who votes is important; it's who counts the votes is important. And we see all the fraud in that's gone on since 1998, since Hugo Chavez. So all of this is now in the open. I think the other thing is, again, this is just my opinion, we listen to what we think is coming out of the White House, sometimes in understandable direct statements. That is very important, but there are some conversations, negotiations going on behind the scenes at times that we understandably are not privy to. Now, at the moment, with the lady who stepped forward to then say, I'm now president of Venezuela, you then have to look at her previous record, which is not particularly inspiring in regard to how she has then treated the citizens of Venezuela. And of course, we then have to follow the money. We have to then find out about their own personal wealth and where they've actually got it from. And if you then have a socialist communist mindset and it continues, if you have then been number two to Maduro, where you've just taken that individual out of Venezuela by helicopter to a court in New York, then you've got to ask yourself some very, very serious questions in regard to how corrupt these people are, and the state of Venezuela, which at one point was and can very much still be a very beautiful country with opportunities. Now, before anyone says yes, but they voted in 1998 for the socialist leader at that time. Yes, but people have then learned a lesson. But it's then come with all the repression and corruption since then, and all of that is being revealed and is on the table, in my opinion, Asima.
Right. And okay. With that, I would like to thank Mr. Sutherland for joining us today and sharing that insight throughout our news. Thank you very much.